Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an all-day wear test of the LYS Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I picked this up during the Sephora sale and I wanted to go ahead and do an all-day wear test for you guys. It's currently 10:17 in the morning, so I want to wear this as long as possible and give you guys like a full rundown of how it worked and of how long it lasted on my skin. This is actually the box that it came in. I did want to show you guys that. So before we get started with applying the foundation, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. And those of you who have already subscribed, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's go ahead and get into applying this foundation. So the first thing I want to mention about this is that it's a very affordable foundation. It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive. It's only like $22. It comes in this beautiful triangular shaped bottle, and it is a glass frosted bottle. So really beautiful. So there is 1 fluid ounce of product in the packaging. That's normally the size or the amount of product that comes in most foundations. So I want to say some quick things about this foundation. It is a clean skincare infused serum foundation with buildable light to medium coverage in an array of shades. There are 35 shades in this foundation. It goes from really light to a really rich dark shade. I did get the shade TN3. I think this is going to be like perfect for me. On Sephora's website, it says the coverage is medium, the finish is natural, and it is a liquid based foundation. Key ingredients are ashwagandha, which is a powerful herb that combats skin stress and visible signs of aging. There's turmeric and hyaluronic acid. This is a vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free product, and it comes in a recycling package, and it's a clean foundation. It reduces the look of dark spots, pores, imperfections, and fine lines while highlighting your skin's natural radiance. It's fragrance-free and silicone-free as well. It is an Allure Best of Beauty award winner. That's another reason why I purchased it, because Allure does a lot of like testing of products and they actually rate them and award them. So a lot of times when you see that, you might want to try it, because Allure does do a lot of that, you know, where they test the products out and then they pick the one that's like the best and they give it an award. So anyway, I want to go ahead and apply this. I am going to use my Wet n Wild sponge on one side, and I'm going to use an e.l.f. buffing brush on the other. I want to go ahead and try both types of tools just so we can see what kind of look we get from each of them. Of course, you guys know I am going to try to build it up as much as I can because I like a full coverage. I don't mind a medium coverage because I do go in with my Tarte Shape Tape and cover up like imperfections. So if it doesn't build up to a full coverage, it's okay. Let me go ahead and shake it up. It is a liquid foundation, so I do want to get it all mixed in there. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hand so you guys can see the consistency. So it is running down my hand. So it does appear to be a liquidy type of foundation. Before we get started, I do want to let you know I put on my Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I use this all over the perimeter of my face. And then of course I went in with my MAC Mattifying Primer first. And then I went in with my Hard Candy Smoothing Primer Balm. And that I just used on the center of my face. So I did want to let you guys know that I did use primer. I normally use primer. I don't ever not wear primer. So I wanted to do this as close to what I normally do on a daily basis. So I got 1 pump and I'm going to just dab this on the right side of my face. I didn't put the whole pump on there because I just want to see how it looks initially. So I just put like maybe half the pump, and then I'm going to use the brush for the right side. And I'm just going to press that into the skin. The shade is like perfect for me. It's blending in really well. So this is a half a pump with the brush, and I do like the coverage of the brush. I think the brush gave some really nice coverage. Of course, it's not medium coverage just yet. It's more of like a light coverage, but it's still really pretty on the skin. All right, so I'm going to go in with the other side. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose too. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild sponge and just press that into the skin. Okay, so here is the side with the sponge, and then here's the side with the brush. I do like the side with the brush because I feel like the brush gave it a little bit more coverage than the sponge. So I am going to continue with the brush. I'm going to go ahead and go in with another half pump for my entire face, and I'm just going to press that into the skin. I like to press it in and not kind of swirl it because sometimes it leaves those lines. So it's easier for me just to press it in and get it all blended. So I used one whole pump for my face, and then I went in with another half pump, and this is the coverage it gave me, which I think is a really nice medium coverage. I think what I'm going to do is try just to put a little bit more on the center, not too much more, because I do like the way this looks right now on my skin. So let me go ahead and get the brush. I'm putting just a little bit more on this area where I have imperfections and I need a little bit more coverage, and I think that right there works. I am bringing it down my neck and a little bit on my ears. All right, so far by looking at it, it does look like a natural finish, but it also has like a slight glow to it, which I think is really beautiful. I do. I think it looks really pretty on the skin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. I always use this to actually cover up like my melasma. So I love this for that. And then I'll go in with the brush and just press it in. All right, that is gonna do it for now. I do wanna tell you guys the time that I finished applying it. It's 10:31, so I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and I'll let you guys know how the makeup went on, and then I'll go on about my day and then check back with you guys at the end of the day. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. All right guys, makeup is done. I want to go ahead and let you know what I set my face with, and I used the Bare Minerals press powder. This is the original Mineral Veil press powder. So I will say so far, all the makeup went on my face really nicely. It didn't move the foundation around. It did feel like a little like wet on the skin, but once I powdered it, it doesn't feel like that. Now I will say if you rub your skin with your finger, like say if you rub your eye or if you scratch your face, you are going to take the foundation off, because I was doing my eyebrows and I kind of slipped with the eyebrow pencil and I kind of tapped it to take it off, and it took off the foundation. So I had to go back in with the brush and kind of just buff that area out. So just know that it doesn't set very quickly. Even with adding the powder, it didn't set very quickly. So I did want to let you guys know that. But so far, the foundation looks really beautiful on the skin. I'm loving it so far. I think everything applied well. The powder applied well on top. So I'm going to go ahead and go on about my day, and I will be checking in with you guys later this evening, letting you know how this foundation held up. So yeah, I will see you guys later this evening. All right guys, it's 5:18 in the afternoon. Now I am ready to take this makeup off. I wanted to hold off a little bit longer and come on here like within the 8-hour mark, but because I'm so oily, I want to take this off. It started to get oily about 3 hours in. I noticed that I was just getting really oily around here. I was getting oily on my head. So yeah, so I really want to take this off. I think it is a beautiful foundation for those people who don't have like oily skin. I think it would be good for people who have like normal to dry skin. Now on the outer portions of my face where I really don't have like oil issues or dry issues and my skin is just normal, it does look okay, but as you can see, it's kind of worn off. Now I did wear a mask like right here, but I don't know why it's worn off like on my chin. It's also worn off like right here by my eye area. I don't know why. You can see right here too that it's worn off here as well. But here I am like so stinking oily. It's just kind of gross. I do want to take a tissue and pat it down. And look at that. I got some lipstick on there, but look how oily that is. Oh, it's so horrible. My chin is also oily. It just made me really oily. Even with my mattifying primer, that mattifying primer did not play well with this foundation. Let me blot some more because I feel like there's more oil right here. Oh. All right, so now that I've blotted, I feel a little bit better, but I feel like that if I wore it even longer, that it would just get oilier and oilier. So yeah, so this foundation did not work out for me. I really wish it would have, because it seems like it went on really beautifully. It set beautifully, but I just feel like it wore off and it got really oily. So unfortunately, this did not work for my skin type. I am normally normal on the outside of my face and then really oily in the center. So yeah, I wanted to let you guys guys know that, just in case you were wondering what skin type I had. But I do think it would be a really good foundation for those of you who have drier skin. I also think that you would have to set it with a setting spray. It does transfer onto masks. It doesn't claim that it's transfer proof, but it does transfer onto masks. So it's going to transfer on to, say, if you hug someone or if you touch your face, it's going to transfer on whatever touches your face. So I wanted to mention that. This is something that I will not be keeping because I just can't wear it, but I hope that it works out for some of you out there who are trying it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys. Take care, and we will see you on the next one.